Congratulations to our finalists for the Community Resilience and Recovery Award, Bombala Show, Tari Show, Kempsey Show, and Sofala Show. Congratulations to all of our finalists.
So Bombala Show actually celebrated our 150th birthday back in 2025, which is an incredible milestone for our community and for Southeast New South Wales. The historic nature of Bombala Show means that really it's represented our entire border community, which is a reasonably remote community for over 150 years now. To be named as a finalist for this Resilience Award, Bombala Show certainly has undergone quite a lot of challenges in recent years. Back in 2019, many parts of New South Wales were experiencing incredible patches of drought and dry conditions, and really just getting through that at the end of 2019 when the Southeast New South Wales bushfires and Black Summer bushfires began on our border. And in our area particularly, while there are many parts of the state which were devastated by those bushfires, for Southeast New South Wales and for our Bombala community, which is right on the New South Wales-Victorian border, we really copped it from three different angles. Obviously, after finally managing to get through that, and then our livestock producers, particularly under still a lot of pressure, we ended up then having a situation where we then had COVID come and join the party. So at one point, it looked like Bombala Show was never going to start again, which many of us just couldn't sort of think that of that. Having had our children at the shows over many years and participating in the shows ourselves, we just wanted to see it happen. So it's been wonderful to see now, 5 years, 6 years later down the track, that those same families are coming back with their kids who are maybe now teenagers or young adults, and they're putting up their hands and saying, how can we help to make sure that our show keeps going for another 150 years?
I'm Jan Kleinans. I'm the president of the Manning River Agricultural and Horticultural Society, Tari, or better known as the Tari Show. I'll start by going back to 2019 in the droughts and then the bushfires that followed that. We're a nominated equine and pet evacuation centre for fires only, not flood. So we helped and housed a lot of animals during those bushfires. We housed a lot of people. We helped, I don't know how many people get back on their feet. After that horrible fires, we've been inundated twice with massive flooding. It basically took everything we had just to get the electricity back. We're looking at roughly $200,000. My committee, the committee before ours, we can only do so much every day. If it is not for volunteers, if it is not for the community standing behind us, then we wouldn't have been able to get back up, and we wouldn't have been able to stand at a point where we can say 2026 Tari Show in October, it's coming. It might not be the biggest show in the world, but it'll be there, and it'll be there for the community.
Yeah, well, Kempsey Show's been going now for 143 years. Our show's an April show. Unfortunately, that tends to be the wettest part of the year for us. It's our rainy season, for want of a better term. And 2025, we had a significant amount of rain in the lead up to our show, such that we made the decision to cancel all of our equestrian events. Following on from the show, we then, at the end of April, beginning of May, had some unbelievable rainfall across the valley, across our catchment area. We had, in a period of about 3 to 3.5 days, something like 350 millimetres of rain fell in the catchment. And just to give an indication of how much water that was on the ground, across the whole catchment was enough water to fill Sydney Harbour 7 times. Following on from that, we facilitated a flood recovery day at the local racecourse, and invited people who'd been impacted by the flooding to come along. And people came along We provided a barbecue lunch and refreshments at no charge to them. We'd invited along our local federal and state MPs who came along and spoke to people, gave everybody the opportunity to step back, get away from their problems, get away from the stress and the worry of what was affecting them from the flooding, share their stories. We did see some people telling their stories and having a little cry, and then turn around, put their arm around someone else who was in a similar situation. And I think that sort of gave our committee members the will to carry on and to do things bigger and better. And we certainly did that. We pulled together then and said, we're going to run a bigger and better show for 2026. Why I nominated our show for this award, and the fact that we made the finals was wow. I think that people think enough of what we've done to think we're worthy of being a finalist, and that's reward enough in itself.
Dave Murray here, and Liz Petrovich from Sapala Show Society. I'm the president. Liz is the chair of the Works Committee and all-round gopher. We've been going since 1976. It's a very small show, one-day event. We're dealing with the economic situation. We are looking at ways and means of gaining financial support to assist us, keeping the costs of entry down for families.
And the related mental health that goes around the whole community for that.
Yes. So what we've done in the last couple of years is aimed at the rural mental health sphere, and we've had support from RAMP, which is the Rural Adversity Mental Health Program, through Health New South Wales. Basically, it was a shock. Liz did most of the paperwork on it and obviously sold us pretty well. But look, for us, it really is a feather in our cap. I think we've really tried hard to keep this show going in the modern era, and we've tried to put initiatives in to achieve that. So, it's a real, for our community, it is a great achievement.
Congratulations to our winner of the Community Resilience and Recovery Award. Kempsey Show. Kempsey Show faced devastating floods in 2025. They ran a community recovery day following these events, and in 2026, they brought their show back bigger and better than ever.